Oh, this is cool. I can have my skills and stuff on my one monitor, and then like my inventory and my like. Yeah, this is great.
Nice.
This is epic. I have a +9 to stealth. It's kind of fucking nutty.
Okay.
Yet I will still roll low.
We shall see. I don't
Although I
remember.
think I have a trait that, I think my, do I have that? Do I have? There's a trait that's called like skill something, and if it's whatever you're proficient in, you can't. If you roll lower than a 10, it's just like
Uh,
you can't roll lower than a 10, basically.
I know you have expertise. Your proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check you make for 2 chosen proficiencies.
Stealth and thieves tools. Oh, that's
Yeah.
sick. All right.
You also have your cunning action that gives you a bonus action.
Okay.
Also, yeah, there might be a case where I'm like gonna ask you to read off things as you use
That's
them.
fine.
Uh,
That's pretty normal for D&D or D&D.
yeah. Like I said, this is again mostly for me just to get a refresher and actually remember how to play D&D and how to be a DM.
Right.
But without further ado, I'm going to read off something here.
Okay.
The town of Skalor is the richest province within the Land of Kings. It is also consequently the largest, with all manner of sub-territories held within, all led by lords, each interested in their own means, but still subservient to the higher king of Skalor. In one such city, known as the Barbers District, our one wayward hero looks at the city and sees all manner of corruption and danger out for the common citizen. He has made it his life goal to go out into the night and make sure the streets are safe for everyone who lives there, and all ne'er-do-wells are properly put away and brought to justice, whatever that version of justice may be. And now I thank you for joining us in tonight's tale of the Midnight Avenger. So, you find yourself at the top of one of the many stonework buildings, just at your the most pleasant vantage point you can find that gives you a wide scope of the city, and you're just kind of right now you're scanning. You've just arrived.
Brooding.
You're brooding, yes. You've just arrived after the day has set, and you're just kind of looking around and trying to figure out where you can go to try and put forth your own set of justice.
The night cometh once more.
That's all I have to say.
Okay. Right away, you noticed a few different things. The baker is kind of just taking out old day-old stale loaves of bread, and he's just kind of breaking them and throwing them in the streets for like the common animals and the beggars to kind of pick at their leisure. You also notice in another part of the city a few constables are walking about, and they seem to be doing their own bit of vigilance, but it's a lot more lackadaisical. They're just kind of out twirling their little like bludgeoning tools and just kind of whistling. You've also noticed several like high noble folk just sort of walking around on the main street, indulging in their own little bits of conversation. All in all, it seems like it could be a peaceful night, until the little glint of a spectral raven catches your eye.
Shit. Little glimpse of a spectral raven.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? What is it? Is it sitting on the roof or something? Or what's going on?
It's flying by and kind of going into a circle pattern, not really trying to avoid anything. It looks like it's trying to garner your attention.
It looks like it wants my attention.
Would you like to follow the raven?
Yeah, I will. I'll go after him.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to do an acrobatics roll to kind of like jump down and kind of slide along the rooftops in order to try and catch up to the raven.
Okay.
It was a 10 plus. What'd you say? Acrobatics.
Yes.
16.
All right. That you do this basically every night. So, how would you like to describe yourself jumping along the buildings?
All right. So how many like buildings away is it?
There's like 3 buildings between you.
Okay. I'm just hunched down and I'm just like sprinting with my arms kind of I was gonna say backwards, not Naruto running. I'm sort of in like a crouched like my hands out in front of me, sort of pose. I'm just kind of like sprinting along, and I'm leaping over, doing parkour, basically. You know, it's like if there was a GoPro to me, on my chest, it'd be like one of those YouTube videos.
Clarify for me. Do you have a grappling hook?
Oh wait, I actually might have a grappling hook.
Because you're either like, I imagine you're also throwing in a little like Tarzan swing just for flavor.
Oh, for sure. I have rope.
Okay.
I'll say I use some of that. I'll get it hooked around like a chimney or whatever.
Okay. And I'm not gonna let you consume that just because like it's for flavor.
Yeah.
I pick it up afterwards.
All right. So you managed to catch up to the raven, and it lands down on a perch. It's now just kind of looking at you.
Oh. You look kind of different as far as birds go. I honestly. What do you want?
Caw.
I don't speak bird.
It's kind of it kind of just sitting there ruffling its feathers, kind of like picking at pin feathers.
I'm gonna reach towards it.
Do you touch the bird?
I'm gonna touch the bird.
All right, you touch the bird, and its spectral body dissolves into your hand. And it doesn't hurt or anything. It actually smells rather pleasant, like freshly cut mint. And then you're just kind of looking at the energy of the bird just sort of dissolve, and then you kind of see out in front of you a spectral trail acting as like a little beacon telling you to jump across several more rooftops. Just from your own intuition and having worked in the barber's district for quite a while, you know for a fact that it's leading you towards the guardsman's house. Like the guards barracks, and where kind of the chief and the sheriff of police live.
Those slackers give justice a bad name. I better follow this bird.
I am monologuing this all to myself, by the way.
Out loud?
Yeah, out loud.
Alright, so...
Wait, I literally have a, like, Rorschach's journal. I forgot it. I have the Avengers log. It's in my inventory.
Nice.
Forgot about that.
Alright, so I'm going to need you to do one more acrobatics check to get across the new buildings here.
Alright. The suspense is killing me. No! It's not a 1! Don't make it a 1! 19!
Alright, 25.
Okay, yeah, that's more than enough. Alright, go ahead and describe how
Alright,
you
this
get across.
time...
There are 5 buildings.
This time, 5 buildings. Okay, for the first, like, 2, I get, like, a really good sprint going and just leap, like, far in between the... Like, get a good leap in between the 2 of them, and then the other ones, I'm definitely attempting to stay hidden from the people down below, but I don't think I'm doing a very good job, because I'm just, like... I got this giant cloak, and I'm just a dude running along the rooftops, you know what I mean?
Listen, no one looks up, so you're fine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm running, just... Same way as before.
I'm following the path. Where does it look like it's leading to me to? It's definitely the guards barracks, right?
It's leading you up to the roof, and would you like to roll a quick perception check?
I'm gonna look in there, yeah.
19. No.
9.
9.
So the DC, just for you know, the DC check was a 10 for that.
Oh shit.
All right, so it very clearly the spectral trail is leading you to the rooftops, but you don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, have I made it to the rooftop that it stops there, or is it?
It stops right on the rooftops.
Okay, have I made it there yet?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I look around a little bit, or was that what that perception check?
That's what that perception check was for.
I'm on the roof.
All right,
I rolled a 9, which failed the check.
All right. You're on the roof, and you're just kind of looking around.
Is there a chimney?
There is not a chimney. The spectral trail has basically long dissipated after you got there. All of a sudden, you hear a voice coming from the sidebar there as what looks like a high-ranking guardsman steps out of the shadow. And he basically...
On the roof?
Yeah, on the roof. He's stepping out of a corner.
Oh shit. Hi.
And the guardsman just says, "You're taller than I expected."
You're short for a guard.
Scathing. So, I know the common folk call you the Midnight Avenger. Do you have
That's
an
right.
Do you have a proper name I could call you by, or shall I stick to that nomenclature?
Yeah, there's many names I go by. That is just one of them. But, yeah. I prefer if you call me that.
I'll call you Midnight for short. How's that sound?
That works. Yeah.
My name is Valus Aurelius. I am the new captain of the guard here in the Barbers District.
Valis.
Have I heard of this guy before?
You have not.
How come I haven't heard of the new guard captain? What happened to the old one?
He's moved up to the King's Royal Guard.
Oh.
I'm actually new here in town, coming from, well, we'll just say elsewhere in the Land of Kings currently. I'm not sure I
that's
trust you.
comments.
I'm not sure I trust
Go
you.
on.
Sorry.
The Discord,
My bad.
the Discord delay is really bad.
I swear I'm not talking over you on purpose.
I see. Listen, my origins are not what I would want to share with you currently because I don't know if I can trust you. All I know is that the previous guard, captain of the guard, held you in high, well, regard. Anyway.
Yeah, he did.
And a lot of the people here say that the streets in the Barbers District are much safer at night knowing that you are out prowling around.
Damn right they are.
So I can't really see you as anything other than an asset.
Okay, where are you going with this?
There's been a few incidents of the guardsmen uncovering strangely powerful artifacts being moved underground here in the Barbers District. And unfortunately, the previous captain didn't really have a chance to investigate it thoroughly. And so it falls onto me to try and figure out where these things are coming from, what exactly they are, and who's trying to use them within Scalor itself. And being as which I don't know this place any more than I know the back of your hand, I figure you can help me out a bit.
Okay. I think... What's in it for me, Captain?
Well, what exactly do you want? I'm not sure what
Well-
your arrangement was for the previous one, but I assume he just paid you some reward, or he didn't arrest you on the spot.
It was mostly the latter. You see, I'm all about justice, and yeah, if it's some real bad guys moving all these magical items and stuff around, then I mean, just point me in the right direction, right?
Now, you're obviously aware that there's a pretty high drug trade within the city itself.
Of course, I've dealt with it for the past few years.
We're thinking that they might be coming in through one of the, well, let's say unfavorable lords within this district. The three major subjects that my own personal investigators have brought to my attention are Yuga, Minos, and Brascale.
Brass scale. Let me guess, that guy's a dragonborn.
Yes, apparently he had a relative out in the woods somewhere, but as far as we can trace back, they're not in cahoots anymore.
I strangely remember that.
All right, I want you to roll a knowledge check right now. if you're gonna pull that shit. Actually,
Okay,
no, wait, hold on. There, knowledge is
Is it wisdom or intelligence?
intelligence.
Okay.
Wait, no, don't roll. Disregard that roll. There's
I
actually
did it already. It's happening. It's underway. You can't stop it anymore. I think it's a high roll. 13.
16. Not that it matters.
Wait, Did I ask you for a history check or an intelligent?
Oh, you said a
knowledge check, right?
There's dogs in this town.
Yeah, which is plus my history. It's the same. It's +3.
Okay. You said you got a 16?
16 total.
All right. You seem to recall something about Brascale mentioning that he has a brother that lives not too far from Scalor, but kind of like out in his own isolated village in the woods. Nothing really has come about it that concerns you, however, it's something you do specifically remember.
Wait, one thing. How familiar am I with like the lords in the area? I'd imagine I'd be pretty familiar.
You're familiar with all of the quote-unquote crime lords, but there's actually a handful of like straight arrow lords that kind of, they don't do much to disrupt your work, and they also don't do much to make themselves known.
Right.
In the Barbers District specifically, most of the lords are crime lords, so you're familiar with a lot of them.
Brass scale though, he's not a crime lord, or he is?
He is a crime lord.
Crime doesn't pay. That's what I always tell him. That's what I tell him when I bring him in.
There's also another character that's been popping up more and more. Bofanin.
Bofanin.
That's Bofonim.
Okay.
You're not taking.
To write that down.
You're not taking notes, so I
just try to remember. I've got a good brain. Captain. Don't worry. I can remember all this.
He is described as a tiefling with sort of a more violet skin tone. Well dressed, likes to hang out in nightclubs a lot. Bit of a newer character that has a pretty big mouth.
What's his trade?
Don't know yet. He does a lot of gambling, but so far he's just been winning big, which in of itself isn't much to investigate.
I don't trust him already. Gamblers are scum. Fuck those guys.
Alright then.
Yeah. I just have strong opinions about gamblers. I'm sorry I didn't need to bring that up.
Alright, I feel like that's a nerve to be touched upon later. So, all I'm really asking of you is just to investigate the 3 major subjects, and if you have time tonight, put a few tags on Bofanin.
Okay, tags. So what, you want me to sneak into his casino or whatever and kind of just watch him?
Well, he doesn't own a casino. He hops around different nightclubs that are on nightclubs and brothels mostly.
Okay. And he's out right now, you think?
Last I heard, he was going at this place called the Firewater Inn.
Firewater Inn. Okay.
Do I know where that is? I feel like I might.
You do. It's a smaller place on the edge of town. It's kind of out of the way from all the other locations, like all of the other like houses of the crime lords.
So you suspect this guy's gonna? Well, you think he's one of those guys, smuggling all the magical items and stuff?
Well, he's new in town, and so far everyone just keeps talking about how he's always winning.
Sounds like something is afoot. Alright, so I'm gonna head to the Firewater Inn, and I'm gonna spy on this guy for, like, the night and see what he's doing, and then come back to you.
Sounds like a plan.
Should I, like, arrest him or anything?
Only if you can catch him doing something wrong.
Okay. Oh, before I go, what's with that bird? How'd you do that?
Oh, it's a modified Find Familiar spell.
Oh.
I'm actually more magically inclined, you could say, compared to the old captain.
Huh. Well, that's good to know, I suppose.
Look over there. I'm gonna point behind him.
I want you to roll a persuasion check.
Natural 20. 21.
Alright. So yeah, so Valis kind of just turns around.
I'm gonna run really quickly and slide down the side and try to hide from him in the streets.
Alright, I'm gonna need you. Yeah, I'll let you have that one. I'll give you your Batman. And he kind of looks back and he goes like, well, that was rude. And he just kind of walks off.
I'm really happy with myself on the street.
Yeah, got him again.
And I'm gonna pop my hood up so I can kind of walk around the crowds without looking like a maniac. Although I still have like a face mask on. So.
I mean, for the most part, the street is pretty barren. You get the occasional like beggar kind of sitting in the street, like, you know, gnawing on the loaves of bread, and then like a few more nobles just kind of living up the nightlife as well.
I'm gonna walk by one of the beggars and I'm gonna flick him a gold. I'm gonna say,
"Go buy yourself a nice meal."
Oh, thank you, sir. And he kind of like stands up and kind of hobbles down to, not the inn you're looking for, but another inn where he just goes to like try and get like a hot bowl of soup.
All right.
I now have 14 gold instead of 15. I guess maybe I should find a job outside of doing this.
Well, no,
anyway, continuing on.
Oh no, it's the Spider-Man method where like every 5 people you save is like, hey, listen, I'm gonna need some tax.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna just keep sneaking all shady-like through the alleyways until I find myself at the Firewater Inn.
Alright, so, for the most part, that's going to take you a good hour to get across. You are slightly closer to Yuga Niles' den. That is the First Lord, and then Minos's den is like 20 minutes outside of that. And then Brasscale's like larger warehouse that he kind of calls his like little palace is, you know, the third option before you get to the Firewater Inn.
So those are closer?
Those are slightly closer. The Firewater Inn is like on the edge of town.
Okay, and I'm gonna want to hit up all of these locations, I assume.
Yes, although depending on how long it takes you to get to each one, how long you spend there, it might take all night.
Okay, which one did you say was the closest again?
That would be Yuga Niles' den.
Okay, I'm gonna... Let me think. Yuga Niles. What was he up to again? I need a pencil and writing shit down so badly. Hold on. I have my notebook here. I lied. Well, it's not a notebook, it's a sketchbook, but, you know, you gotta write your D&D notes somewhere, so... Actually, no. I will get the proper... Just give me 1 second.
I'm looking for my notebook, I can't find it anywhere. Mail in here, warning, this is my bank statement. Oh shit, this is an unopened medical document.
I'm tempted to leave all of this in.
Statement. This was from 4 months ago. I'll read that later. Hopefully, no, it's unopened. I didn't open. Okay. Characters. Okay, I got it. I'm going back. Now I need an eraser. Make sure I don't make any mistakes.
This is me, like, digging around in my bag in the alleyway.
I love that you did all of that in the Midnight Adventures voice as well.
Well, my throat's not gonna like this later, but you know.
I was gonna say, do you have water?
Yeah, luckily. Oh, my eraser's over there. This is all kinds of fucked up. Okay, I'm back.
Alright, that guy. What's his name again? Oofa Buffa?
Yeah, Oofa Buffa. No, it's Yuga Niles is the name.
Yuga Niles. What's his whole business?
Alright, so all three of the major suspects are into the drug trade currently, but Yuga Niles has an offshoot of like delivering weapons to not official military types, we'll say. They do a lot of trading of like swords and daggers and like high ballistics siege engines and stuff like that.
He's an illegal arms dealer then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like that kind of guy that's fucking...
Yeah, he mostly just outsources a lot of his work to we'll say not politically rich colonies, and they make all of the weapon stuff and they just bring it into town and they sell it for whatever profit they can get for people who want them.
A warmonger.
But that is
on the floor as I remember what he does.
Yeah, that is not all that he does. He is mostly in tune with like the drug trade of like giving people you know, highs and lows, we'll say.
Okay. Mostly drugs. Okay, and the other two, can I get their names again so I can remember?
Lord Minos Hads. Like, all three of these are lords, by the way.
Yeah, okay, so Minos... Second name again?
Had, H-A-D-D.
H-A-D-D. Okay.
What's his deal?
Drugs, entirely. He only trades in, like, apothecary means that are technically illegal.
Drugs. Okay, got it. And then the last guy, the tiefling, right?
No, he's a dragonborn.
Oh, is Yuga Niles the tiefling? Yes.
No, Baphonim is the tiefling.
Oh, there's 4 of them, not 3. Okay, then there's Brasscale, right?
Yeah. Carter Brasscale is his name.
Carter Brascale. Sounds like he's from South Dakota.
Hey, I wonder where I got my naming conventions.
Brascale.
And he trades in drugs as well, but he also trades in like fine arts, different types of textiles and stuff like that. He has a more generalist approach to getting his riches.
Fine arts.
He also trades in like different farming grains and stuff like that.
Okay, so he's also just a merchant as well, like a legal but scummy merchant.
Basically, yeah. And then Bophanim, you don't know much about him other than he is a violet-skinned tiefling.
Hey, can I get that spelling again?
For which one?
Boffanin.
B-O...
Sorry.
B-O-F-O-N-I-M.
Alright. New guy. He's new. New guy. Purple. Purple. Good. At gambling. Alright. Alright, I'm ready to go. So who's closest to me again? It's Ugoniles, right?
Ugoniles. It's spelled Y-U-G-A.
Ugoniles. Y with a U. My bad. Fix my notes.
Listen, some of these names are auto-generated, so I don't blame you.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, I'm heading to Ugoniles' warehouse. Is that what's nearby?
Yes, it's actually a residential house that also has like a front store, facade.
Okay. I'm gonna go there. And I know about that, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah. Does everyone know about that, or do I just know about that because I'm like a guy?
You know about the drugs and weapons part. The front store mainly is like a general store.
And do you think I have met all of these people in person before?
Yes, the only one you haven't met is Bophanim.
Right. I'm thinking like like Robert Pattinson in the new Batman movie with the Penguin. You know how they're like,
Penguin, I have dealings with you, but I don't have proof that you're do this shit yet, so I can't bring you in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's basically that situation.
And I like go for him for evidence stuff. Yeah, okay.
I will say, as far as like politics are concerned, the only one on this list who is like openly scummy about their practices is Carter.
Okay, Brascale, yeah. Because he does the legal stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna make my way to the Ugoniles' warehouse. House.
Alright, are you gonna walk there, or are you gonna try to scale across the rooftops to cut across?
I'm looking up at the rooftops like,
shit, I probably could have just hit up there instead of jumping off for my dramatic escape, but fuck it, I'm climbing back up.
Alright, I'll let you do one more acrobatics check.
Acrobatics 25. I forgot to roll it as an acrobatics check.
Okay, yeah, that's alright. So yeah, you scale up to the roof in no time flat. No one really notices you as you do it. You kind of get your bearings at the top, and then you find Ugoniles' den, and you kind of jump across the rooftops there, and you get there with no real hiccup. Now, the main storefront is closed and locked up, and there's like a few personal hired hands just sort of like sweeping up and just kind of keeping a lookout, make sure no one's trying to break into the store at night. And the actual house part in the back of it is fairly large with an upper balcony, and you notice a side door just on the side facing you that doesn't look like there's anyone attending it that you can see from your vantage point. And there is, on the balcony, one guard just kind of like, he looks like he's having a hard time sleeping, or a hard time staying awake. He's like on the verge of falling asleep.
And does he look like a town guard or like a private?
Now this is another like personal hired hand of Yuga.
Okay. So. Okay, first things first, I'm going to take out my notebook and I'm going to start writing it, and speaking out loud, but quietly. I'm going to say,
Avenger's log. I've made my way to Ugoniles' den. Doesn't look like it's too heavily fortified, and most of these windows look like I'd be able to easily sneak in. I'll update you on the flip side. Me.
Okay, and then I put it away. Now I'm gonna. The guard is on the balcony, or is he standing on the ground?
So there's 3 guards. 2 of them are at the main storefront, and they're just kind of sweeping up and making sure they're watching the main road. The guy on the balcony is by himself.
Okay, I'm gonna sneak. I'm gonna try to go around unseen from the front. I guess I'm on the rooftop. So wait, am I like on top of the roof and I can see below me
Yeah.
on the balcony?
Yeah, you're like across the. You're on a slightly taller building, looking down at the large house.
Before I do anything, can I like put my ear down to? This might be stupid. Can I put my ear down to the roof and like really listen to see if I can hear anything, like any other people near the balcony or on the other side of like the door or whatever?
You're on a completely separate building.
Oh,
So if you
I am right now.
yeah, you're on a building looking at the place you're
Oh.
trying to get into. So if you were to do that, you would only hear the people that are in the building you're on top of.
Who's in the building?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do it. All right, I'm gonna stealth my way over to the roof of his building if I can.
Okay, so are you just gonna climb up the far side to get above the balcony?
Yeah, as out of sight as I can.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
This is my expertise. Let's hope I don't get a 1. Uh,
Watching this thing roll in slow motion is the worst.
I feel like I should...
1. I got a 10 though.
Alright,
Wait, but maybe I have a trait that says like something.
alright. I'm gonna need
Since
you...
I'm triple proficient, but I don't think so. No.
Alright, so the way I run things, 1s are a failure, but being as which you did get a 10, that makes it not as bad a failure. So do you not have anything you can do for this, or no?
I'm really looking here. Let's see. Game proficiency. No. Cunning action. Take a bonus action. No. I swear to God, I may have had like a. I thought I had the like, if it's under a 10, it's it is a 10, and then you add your thing on top of it. But I guess maybe not. I don't think I have anything.
Alright. So you kind of get up and you try to go to swing down into the alley to try and like sneak across in the shadows, but unfortunately, at the same time as when you're doing this, someone takes like a bag of garbage and they just kind of toss it out the window right in the exact spot where you're landing. So you hit that and you kind of go slide and skid across the ground. You make a small commotion, but not enough to concern anyone. The guard sweeping kind of looks over and he goes like, "Hey Jedediah, did you hear that?" And he goes like, "Yeah, you want me to go look at it?" "Yeah, go ahead." And like the guard is now walking over to your position.
Wait, am I in like full view of the guard? Just,
You're
like,
not in
face
full
down?
view. You're around the corner, just kind of like, I'm not gonna say you're face down. You just kind of like steadied yourself, and while they were talking, so right now there is a guard looking to round the corner and see what happened.
So the way, okay, so there's a street where the guards are, a house that I was gonna climb up, but I fell down, and they're walking down the street to turn into the alleyway to see the side of the house, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Where you are right now, there is also that door I mentioned before.
Okay, I'm really quickly gonna check if the door is locked.
The door is locked.
Fuck.
I'm gonna run around to the other side of the house as fast as I can, and then hide behind it.
Okay, for that, I'm gonna... Yeah, it's hard to do this without, like, having a map. I'm gonna have you roll...
I have a lot of speed as well. I mean, I guess I have 30 feet, but...
Oh, yeah, wait, what... it's about the same as this guy, so... Here, I'm gonna have you just roll a, another stealth check to try and fix this.
We'll see about that.
Don't do that. Why is it spinning like that? No, stop.
Did you just hit it right to where the dice is spinning on its side?
Yeah.
You have physical dice, don't you?
I do. Should I just...
I got a 28.
Okay, that... Alright, so you managed to, like... You check the doors, like, click, click, fuck. And then you just kind of round the corner. And after a few moments, you kind of, like, tuck yourself behind the corner and you're, like, sitting there ready, listening. The guard walks over and he sees, like, the bag of garbage that's been, like, ripped open. And he kind of just bends down, looks at it. Does, like, the Metal Gear... Or, no, does the Skyrim thing of, like, huh. Then stands up and walks back, and he's like...
Okay. He's not investigating further.
Well, he did investigate, but he rolled garbage.
Okay. Okay, great.
And so he kind of rolls back, and you hear him say around the corner, "Yeah, I think an animal just tore open someone's garbage. I think we're good."
Another quick getaway.
All right. Now what is it looking at What am I? What side? I'm on the back side of the building now, right?
Yes, you're on the back side of the building, and you see what is like a pretty large garden full of vegetables that are just kind of in their last stage before being ripe enough to pick. So you see
Delicious.
potatoes, tomatoes, carrots, a few berry bushes. Sorry, I've been drinking soda. But yeah, you see a garden. Across the garden, on the opposite end of the garden from where you're standing, is a tool shed. You don't notice any guards right now. And then on the side of the building where you're standing, there's also another sort of like bigger offshoot of the house with another door on it and like a huge bay window.
Which side did you say the balcony was on? Is that the far?
That's on the front, just above where the shop is.
Oh, okay. So, okay. And right above me, you say there's another offshoot with like a door.
Yes, it's like a slightly raised. It's almost like an enclosed porch, like a sunroom.
Okay.
I should say.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Do you think? Does it look like I can climb up there?
You can definitely climb up there.
I'm a good climber.
All right. Should I just roll my physical dice?
Do you want to?
I mean, I mean,
it'll go much faster.
yeah. I'm not.
I'll have to trust you with what your rolls are.
All right. Is it an acrobatics check to crawl up this thing?
Yeah, it's like I would say with your character being a rogue, like it's you don't need to roll for this.
All right, I'm just too good.
All right, so you kind of like shimmy yourself up slightly. It's literally just like a kip up onto the side where the window is, and you peer in and you see there's not really anyone in the room right now, but it's like a nice little lounge area. The window is not open, by the way.
The window's not open.
No, and it is clasped from the other side.
And looking in, I just see this room. I don't see any other rooms, or I can't really detect any other like commotion from within.
Not from where you are. You do see another door that leads into the house itself, and of course there is also the main door that leads into the sunroom from the outside.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to the sunroom door.
All right. So you kip down and you're at the sunroom door, and it is locked.
Well, I think I might just have to pick that lock.
Is what I say to myself.
Okay. Do you have like specific
one-liner?
I do have proficiency in thieves' tools, and I have thieves' tools, and I think I like have bonus. Like I think I have a +9 to using it. Because it's like my proficiency bonus doubled for the thieves' tools check.
So you're gonna roll with advantage, plus the proficiency bonus and the +9.
Yeah. So it's +9 total. Yeah.
Right, and that should be a sleight of hand check.
All right, let's do it. Is that a 9?
18.
All right, so yeah, 18. It's not a tricky lock by any means. It's just a standard residential lock, so you're able to just like knock it a few times and just let yourself in.
Perfect. All right, I'm gonna be stealthy about it. I'm gonna just take a look around the room to see anything catches my eye.
They have a really nice couch. There's a few indoor plants that are just kind of like chilling. There's also like a few like newspapers going around. They're old dates and whatnot, but clearly someone was trying to read them.
I'm gonna take a look at the newspapers.
Stock trading is high as certain precious metals are being found within mines along the coast.
Oh shit!
As far as
I really ought to buy some stocks now. Yeah, I never know how it's because it might be going up. It might be going up. I'll write that down. Buy stocks. I write that in my notebook.
Just buy stocks, not even concerning what the stocks are a part of.
Nope.
All right. You also notice that in local news, a few of the like factory workers are starting to form unions for the first time in forever.
Oh.
You also notice that there's a few like kind of local businesses starting up as well. And in other news, the King of Skalor is announcing that he is going to be marrying someone new, and this will be his 4th marriage.
Whoa. Well, what can I say? Congratulations, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna continue around the room.
Okay. There's not much else of note within this room. There's a few scattering copper pieces on the side tables as well as the newspapers, but that's about it.
I'm gonna take the copper.
Okay, you have 4 copper in your inventory now.
Shit, I'm rich. All right, I'm gonna. There's a door that leads into the rest of the building, I assume.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try the door, and I'm gonna poke my head out very carefully.
All right. So you find yourself in a hall that has 3 doors that lead off to a few different places. You don't hear any footsteps from guards nearby, but yeah, that's about it. You find a liminal hallway that leads you to 3 other rooms.
Based on my scoping out of this building from the outside, do I think I know which one leads into which door would lead into the one where the balcony's connected to?
I'm gonna say no, just because the balcony being upstairs, you would assume that you would need to find a staircase that leads upstairs, and there's nothing to indicate which door has a staircase behind it for any reason.
And I'm downstairs. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're downstairs and towards the back of the house.
And could you give me the layout of this hallway one more time?
Okay, so looking in there, there is one door just kind of in front of you, but off to your right, and there are 2 doors on the farther extremes of the hallway.
Like on both ends?
Both ends, yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go right up to the door in front of me.
Okay.
To the right a little bit. I will peek my head in.
All right. You found yourself in a kitchen area.
Oh, is there any food out here?
There is someone kind of at the stove, just sort of stirring a bowl of what smells like pasta sauce. And off to the side there, you notice they have a cutting board, and they're trying to just they're cooking a large batch of food. You suspect maybe for the rest of the guards, just as a final dinner day before everyone packs it in.
Wait, how late is it right now?
It's 10:30.
10:30. Okay. I quietly close the door. And then I'm gonna go...
So was I basically in the middle of the hallway, both ends are equally distanced from me now?
The right door was slightly closer on the end.
I'll go to the right door.
Alright. That one you found a larger sort of living room type of area. So there's a few writing desks and stuff like that. There's a couch with a table and a few more newspapers and reading material. There's a nice fireplace and everything that's not burning hot, but it's it has a decent flame going. There is one person kind of resting on the couch, using a newspaper as a blanket. You can surmise that he probably just fell asleep reading. And then across from you is another door to the left, and there is a staircase going up to the right.
Oh shit. Okay.
The man sleeping is on your left, and the fireplace is on the right, by the way.
There's no other people in the room.
It's just the one guy sleeping.
What does this guy look like?
Kind of grizzled. You can see that his face is a bit not well shaven and stuff like that. He's wearing a very basic sort of clerk's outfit, and his hands are slightly dirty and everything. You can assume that he probably just got done doing a dirty job, so to speak.
I'm gonna sneak past him really quietly.
Alright, that'll be another stealth check.
Okay, baby, let's do it. 11 plus 9, 19, or 20.
So that's a 20 even?
20 total, yep.
Alright, so yeah, you get past him pretty easily, and with that high of a roll, I'm going to give you a chance to kind of look around the room here. You notice that the sleeping guard has laid his belt of tools onto the table, and there's also a ring of keys right there.
Shit.
And on the far end, you notice a few sacks of undisclosed items on a side table, as well as there appears to be... sorry, I'm rolling something to try and generate loop, and it's now lagging a bit for me on my end. Okay, you also see at the far end of the table a nice plate of fruit.
Fruit. Well, I better not get distracted by fruit. I'm gonna go grab the keys first.
Okay, I'm gonna ask for a sleight.
Sneakily.
I'm gonna ask for a sleight of hand check as you kind of lean forward to grab the stuff off the table.
And I assume there's a million keys on this ring.
It's
one of those where they got a bunch of keys on it.
There's there's a few sets of keys. We'll figure out exactly how many as we go. Yeah.
Okay.
A bit of an oversight on my part.
I'll roll the sleight of hand check. Oh no, that's a natural 1 plus 6, so 7.
Okay, so you kind of lean forward and like you just hear the wood under your feet just sort of. It's like and you're just kind of like wincing as it goes, and then all of a sudden like the guard goes like, and he kind of like turns over to where you are.
Does he see me? I mean, has he gotten that far? Do I have a chance to react?
Tell me, how do you react as he's like slowly turning his head and blinking his eyes open?
How close am I to this guy?
You're on the opposite end of the room. I would say there's about 10 feet between you, and there is a small coffee table like thing in between you two.
The minute I see him moving his head, I'm gonna sprint, like slide across the table, and then try to knock him unconscious with the butt of my dagger.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to roll to attack.
Okay.
Wait, so you're not just gonna straight up punch him. You're gonna pistol whip him with your dagger.
Yeah,
It's more effective.
let's see. Let's see. Where's my actions? Would this be a dagger attack or an unarmed strike? Because I think it would be a dagger attack, just non-lethal, but I don't know.
How does non-lethal work again?
I mean, as far as I know, it's just the same, but it doesn't kill them. But then again, that doesn't really make sense, because if I'm like stabbing you at the end, that does more damage than
tell you what, house rule for just tonight: a non-lethal attack cuts the damage in half.
Okay, let me roll to hit. 17 plus 6.
I assume that hits. No way this old ass man is like
23.
All right, yeah, no, that definitely hits. So go ahead and roll your damage, and we'll see if this guy loses a fucking tooth.
1d4 plus 3.
She's landed a good one.
I rolled this digitally, and that's gonna be a 1. No?
Yeah.
All right, so you do a max of 2 damage to him, which I'm gonna say is enough to kind of like knock him back out. So it's like, yeah, you do as you do. You slide across the table and go, and he's like out for the count, and the newspaper just kind of slides off of his chest. He is bleeding from the nose now, though.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna grab a pillow and just like wipe his face down.
All right,
and then I'm gonna kind of like prop him up with the newspaper over his face and his hands on it, like he was fell asleep reading it.
Okay.
But this time over his head.
Okay, real quick, I'm gonna roll something for you here. Or I'm gonna roll something for me here, and that does not go through. All right, I'm gonna say this is a it wouldn't be a performance check because you're not the one performing it.
True. I don't know.
A
dex check? I don't know. Like to wipe the blood off his face, or?
Well, to wipe the blood off and position him in a way for it to make sense that he would fall asleep that way. Here, you know, I'm gonna classify it as a performance check.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, natural 20 plus 1, 21.
Oh god, he's resting like an angel.
Perfect.
He's no longer snoring, but you know what? He seems to be having a peaceful dream.
All right, now I guess I have free reign in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon me. I'm gonna look in those sacks.
All right,
sacks.
So there are 3 sacks in total. One of them contains silver. Another one contains marbles.
Marbles.
And the final one contains beans.
Fucking beans. I never trust a bean. I'm gonna go to the beans and I'm gonna look at one of the beans and see if it's weird.
Visually, they look like lima beans, but you can also notice that on one side of each bean there is a number marked.
What the fuck? How many beans are there?
There is 20 in total.
20 beans. Each one numbered 1 through 20. Shit. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take the bag of beans with me. I need to figure out what these things are.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna take the silver as well.
You're gonna leave the bag of marbles?
I better take the How big are these bags?
They're like coin purse sized.
Oh yeah, I snatch them all, put them on my belt.
Okay, so you can go ahead and write yourself down that you have 20 beans, 20 numbered beans. You have a bag full of, we'll say, 75 marbles, and you have a total of 35 extra silver.
35. I'm making a fortune tonight. Okay.
The only two things worth of note in the room now left, well, I guess three things because you didn't actually pick up the keys yet, are the ring of keys, the door, and the staircase.
I go back and get the keys.
Okay, so you have now a ring of keys.
And it's a doorway that leads to the stairs.
No, the stairs are it's its own separate thing. There is a door and a staircase separate.
I better peek through the door.
All right. You found yourself in another hallway that looks like it connects to the front of the house. It appears to be like a large foyer, like a walk-in area for people to leave their shoes and coats and stuff like that.
All right, I quietly close it and then go up the stairs.
All right. When you reach the top of the stairs, you find two more doors.
Fuck.
Which door is it? The left of my right? My left and my right, or are they both in front of me?
Yeah, it's left and right.
Okay. Is the one on the left lead towards the front of the house, like where the front would be?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll go through that one.
All right. You find yourself in one more hallway. There is one singular
Big ass
door.
house.
I did say it was a big house. The door to your right, you can surmise that leads to the balcony area, and then there are two more doors on your left.
I'm gonna look through the balcony door.
All right. The guard that was kind of like dozing off there has left, so the balcony is empty right now.
No one else there?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna sneak through. I'm gonna sneak over the balcony. I'm gonna look over the edge and see if I can see those two guards from earlier, if they're still there.
They are not there. It seems like they've packed up and they've gone elsewhere.
Okay. I'll note that in my brain. And now I'll go back and go through the first door that was on my left.
You found a bathroom with a large, sort of like very nice copper-lined bathtub. There's a huge rack of towels and bath salts and shampoos. Like it smells very floral in here, and it's nice. And you notice that there's like several buckets of hot water ready to go.
Ooh. Well, someone's preparing a bath. I guess I better get out of here quickly. I'm gonna go to the other door.
Alright, so right before you open that door, you hear a conversation. Lord Yuga, some of the sales here have not been as good as last quarter. It seems like people aren't really interested in our mainline products anymore. Oh, well, that's a shame. We'll have to talk to a few of the apothecaries to try and get something a little more interesting. Wasn't there... what's his name? Adam, what was it called? Adam Marshall? Oh yes, that apothecary. Wasn't he working on something a bit stronger compared to the earlier Dragon's Tongue siphon that we made? Yes, he has, but he hasn't really gotten back to us about that. I see. Well, tomorrow I'll have to make it a point to visit Mason about that. Do you want me to send a courier to let him know of your presence? That would be nice. For now, you can head home. That should be everything for tonight. Thank you, my lord. And then you hear footsteps going towards the door you're at.
Oh shit, does this look like a door that swings out or in?
I'm gonna
Towards me or away?
I'm gonna have you roll a quick investigation check.
7 plus 6. What is that, to 13?
13?
Yeah.
It swings into the room.
Oh, shit, okay, I'm just gonna flatten myself against the wall as he walks out.
Alright, I'll have you roll a stealth check.
Wait, but I'm gonna do it across the hallway, on the side of the door that's not where the staircase is. If you get what I mean.
Okay, I think I do. I'm gonna have you roll a quick stealth check as you hear the doorknob click open.
Another 9, so another 18.
Alright, so yeah, you just kind of like... and you just like flatten yourself on the wall as the guy is like opens the door and kind of closes it behind him, not really looking in your direction at all. And you see him just walk down the staircase holding what looks like a ledger of sorts.
Now... So that's... Okay, I guess that's your guys' room, but I don't know if there's any windows. I guess, fuck it, I'll just...
Um. Oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna open the door.
Stealthily, or are you just gonna barge in?
I'm gonna be stealthily to everyone else, but I'm not gonna try to hide from him.
Okay, so I take it you just kind of swing the door open and kind of quickly let yourself in?
Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, "Your Giles."
All right, they're not in the room right now. You notice that there's
What?
you notice that there's another door that is connected to the bathroom.
Shit, my dramatic entrance was just ruined. This motherfucker's in his bath. Okay. Well, I guess this is a good place to ambush someone. I'm gonna go up to his bathroom door and put my ear in it to see if there's anyone in there other than him.
All right.
Maybe voices, I guess.
You hear the sounds of like water being dumped into the bathtub.
Would he do that himself, or would he have his servants do it? That's my question. That's what I ponder. I guess it's a risk I'm willing to take. I'm gonna open that door as well.
All right, how do you open this door?
I do it the same way I did the other one, and I yell, "Your Giles," when I open it.
It's like, fucking hell! Yeah, and he kind of like trips and spills some of the water. He's like, what the who the fuck are...
Don't yell. You want to keep your voice down.
He's completely naked, by the way.
Maybe put your pants on.
It's like, alright, can you hand me my pants?
I hand him his pants.
Alright, and he just kind of like slips those on and he stands back up. He towers over you at 7 feet. And he's just, he has his fists raised and he's like, what the fuck are you doing in my house?
I'm sure you know who I am, don't you, your Giles?
Did you change your fucking, what the fuck is your name?
I'm the Midnight Avenger.
Okay, did you change your costume recently? Because you look ridiculous.
I did, but I thought it looked cool, so fuck you. Anyway, that's not why I'm here.
Why are you here?
Well, let's just say I've got a tip from an anonymous source that someone in town has been smuggling magical items through the sewers.
Alright, and what does that have to do with me?
Well, you're a crime lord. You do drugs. Well, you don't do them, but you sell them. I assume, well, maybe you do them. I don't know. Not very smart if you do. Bad life decision. But regardless, you're also the one on my list who has the most other businesses that they run, so... I don't know. I just think that you should tell me the truth.
Alright,
Or I beat your ass.
Alright, so you are going for straight intimidation?
Yeah, that was like the least intimidating line I've ever said. But...
Well, here's a fun fact, man. You can just roll for intimidation and it doesn't matter what you say.
Hell yeah. 9.
9?
9 total.
Not even plus anything else.
9 total. He's got a +4. I rolled a 5.
Okay, and it's like, so Yuga Niles is like, he went from being scared and embarrassed, and he's now completely offended that you just kind of broke into his house and started accusing him of doing bad stuff. And he says like, yeah, no. Listen, I've had a long day, and I'm not ready for your bullshit right now. And he kind of And he kind of reaches over and he grabs like what is ostensibly a giant loofah bat.
Oh shit.
It's like, all right, listen, you either get the fuck out of my house or I'm going to beat you.
I'm not leaving till you tell me what you know.
All right, well, I guess we're going into combat. I'm gonna need you to roll initiative. I need you to roll initiative.
I got a natural 20 plus 6? No, +3. Okay. 23.
Okay, so yeah, you're definitely high. Alright, so what's your opening attack?
Do I see that he's about to like swing the bat?
Oh yeah, he's getting ready to front on you, and he has a lot more reach.
Okay, I want to. We're pretty close to each other though.
Yeah, this will be close quarters.
Okay, I'm just gonna like do a little like side dodge and then try to grab his like wrist with the bat and like push it up and hold his arm up. And then disarm him. Attempt to.
So, would you like me to... I'm going to go ahead and make that a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
18 plus 6. 24.
So 24, yeah. So yeah, he goes to swing in as like, you manage to catch under his arm and then you twist it out and the loofah bat goes flying out of his hand. So... yeah, he's now disarmed.
Alright, and then I think I have another attack, so for my other attack, I'm just going to try to push him onto the ground. and like onto his ass.
Okay, we'll go ahead and make that a straight strength check.
I'm really bad at strength.
I should probably check if I do have a second attack first, but I think I do.
Don't you have your cunning action?
Yeah. Take a bonus. Yep. Oh, that's not the same thing.
Oh, doesn't it?
I might not be able to do this unless you will allow like either of those to be one attack or be a bonus or whatever.
So it doesn't. So it's only a dash, disengage, or hide action. So unfortunately, that will not work.
Okay. That's fine.
So that's it for
I just get ready to push him onto his ass.
Alright, so he's gonna go ahead and make an attack against you using his unarmed strike.
So I disarmed him, he's just gonna try to punch me.
Yeah, lucky for you, he's not a monk, so this is not. I feel like that doesn't hit, right? No, that you didn't see that, so that was a 7.
No.
7 misses.
Yeah, of course. Alright, so yeah, so after you disarm it, he like throws a punch and he actually punches through the door behind you.
Oh shit. Is this guy a Goliath or what?
He is not a Goliath, but he is 7 feet tall, and it looks like he works out.
Damn. Okay.
He's
just a human.
I'll say he doesn't punch through the door. He mostly just cracks the wood.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a more comic booky type stuff here.
He's like a buff guy. He's like Kingpin.
Yeah, he's a tall buff guy.
he's Wilson Fisk. All right. Oh shit. I'm just gonna attempt what I was doing before. This time I'm trying to get around to the side of him and push him into the bathtub.
The bathtub is directly behind him, so you don't really have to sneak around
I just
him.
have to. Okay, I'm just gonna push him hard into the bathtub.
All right, that will unfortunately be another strength check. Actually, no, you didn't roll the strength check last time. So.
I didn't, and I just rolled a 3, -1, so 2.
All right, so you kind of just like, yeah, and he doesn't move an inch.
It's like the moment, it's like in Metal Gear when he punches him and his fist does nothing. He just stays still.
All right, I'm gonna have him roll another thing. Like how to grapple? Grapple checks work of like you grapple the enemy and then that's your action for the turn.
I think they roll strength and I roll strength against it to see.
All right, so yeah,
like the higher.
Like with you in just out of prime shoving position. He's going to try and grapple you, so it's so your DC is going to be 15.
Oh, I have to roll a 16 or higher.
Yeah.
I rolled 11.
All right, so yeah, you're now grappled then.
Get off me!
And so
he's getting my ass kicked.
I mean, not yet. He still has one action after that, right?
That's whatever level he is. It's up to you.
Yeah, he doesn't have an action. All right, so yeah, you're now grappled.
Shit.
I'm gonna try to like ninja slip out the back if I can at all. Like ungrapple myself by like slipping out of his arms if I can. I don't know.
So you're gonna
probably another strength check or maybe I don't know.
I think how I ran that in the past, it's either strength or dex. Probably dex when you're trying to. Excuse me.
Acrobatics or just dex?
I'll call that acrobatics.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled a 9 total. God.
Okay.
My rolls suck.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not enough to get out of that.
I have such a high acrobatics as well.
All right, so I'm gonna roll one more strength check for him. Okay, so yeah, with a 19, he kind of picks you up and he kind of chucks you across the room into the into the shelf holding all the bath salts and the towels, and you just kind of like crack against it. And I'm gonna say you take 6 damage.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah, so you are now prone on the ground.
I'm prone? God damn it, I have to take my action and stand up, don't I?
Yeah.
I do that.
Oh, fuck. Listen, we don't have to go like this. We can go in and out easy. It could be easy. You just have to tell me what you know.
You come into my house and insult me by trying to attack me. Go fuck yourself.
Shit.
Okay, so yeah, then he's going to like back up a few steps, and try to pick up the nearest weapon, which is a piece of boar. Not piece of boar. It's the loofah thing again, which is.
Oh yeah.
Which is made of metal, by the way, just to clarify.
Oh, great.
All right, so he had. So that's his action for that turn. He has his weapon again.
Listen, dude, I don't want to kill you. I really don't, but I might have to if you don't just cooperate with me, okay? Actually, I hate you, and I do kind of want to kill you.
Yeah.
Do I get any sense that he's gonna back down? I assume not.
Not really. He's either gonna try and kick you out of his house by force, or he's gonna kill you.
Well, I can't say I didn't warn you.
I'm gonna throw 2 daggers at him.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
First one. Oh wait, shit! I can add stuff. I think. Let me look at that. It's like you have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn. Nope. Sorry, I probably should have looked at this earlier. Sharpshooter. No. Oh, I can take the -5 penalty to add +10. I'm not gonna do that though. Okay, so the roll is just 18 to hit.
That absolutely hits.
And then I'm gonna take the -5 penalty on this next roll, which adds +10 to my damage for the next attack. Well, should I roll damage for the first one first?
Yeah, roll damage for the first one. So that's 5, it looks like.
Sorry, my bad. I got interrupted.
Yeah, 5 damage for the first one.
Okay.
All right, and the second one is a -5 to the roll.
But it's a +10 in damage.
Yeah, if it hits. So
Yes, 19 minus 5 is 14 plus 6. So 14 plus 6, 20.
So he now just took 20 damage.
no. That's 20 to hit.
Oh yeah, no, that absolutely
So
hits.
he takes 5 damage, and then he takes.
And I'm gonna go get a D4, but this will be my roll still. Shut up, dog. My dog is so loud. What I roll?
5.
Not landed yet. Oh, a 5 plus 10, so 15, so 20 damage total. My dog's being loud. The dogs on the streets are barking. Why? I hear the commotion.
Oh, absolutely. This is immersive sound design right here.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you basically just swing your arms forward, and 2 daggers fly out of your hands. One of them hits him square in the bicep area, and then the other one hits him in the leg area. And he goes,
How many feet am I from him?
you're about 10 feet away from him.
Okay, I'm gonna use my movement to run right up on him, so I can grab my daggers next turn.
Okay, so you're now right in front of him.
All right. Am I able to? It's not gonna be an action for me to pick up my daggers, is it? Is it a free action?
I feel like in the rules that it's not. It is its own independent action, because it's the same thing as drawing your weapon, right? Or readying your weapon. Yeah, I'm gonna say because it is such close quarters, it will have to be its own action.
Okay.
All right, so it's now Yuga's turn, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
All right, he's gonna go ahead and roll to attack. He doesn't have any proficiencies in the loofah, but does an 18 to hit.
Yep. That is.
So you are gonna take 7 damage.
Fuck.
All right. So immediately I'm gonna take my action to pick up my dagger, and then use my bonus action to throw or to just stab him with my other dagger.
Okay, roll to hit.
Eight. I assume 8 doesn't hit.
An 8 does not hit. So you pick up your dagger and you just kind of like try to slash at him, but he managed to like just barely sidestep.
Okay, I don't need to throw my daggers anymore, and I have all of them. So.
All right, he's gonna try to hit you again here. 13 does not hit, right?
No, it doesn't. It just misses.
Okay then. So yeah, that's his turn. He can't really do much else.
All right, I'm gonna use both my daggers now and just stab right into his chest with them. Actually, I'm gonna slip around his back, like all slippy like, and stab him there.
So you're gonna use your cunning action to try and reorient yourself then?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Well, no, I have to use my bonus action, so no. I'm just gonna stab him.
Okay.
With both my knives. First one, 17 to hit.
That one does hit.
Or 17 plus 6, so yeah. And then and the second one, I'm gonna take the -5 to add +10. 16, nice. So 11 plus, so 17.
Yeah, that does hit.
great. Okay, so first one's 1d4. First one is 4 damage. Second one is 14 damage.
Okay, so yeah, you just kind of you dig
18 total.
You dig your daggers into him pretty deeply, and he's actually starting to look a little winded, but he still has a lot of fight left in him.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna have him roll his attack here. That's a natural 20.
Uh-oh.
All right, so while you're stabbing him, he's actually gonna seize you by the throat. All right. And he's gonna just basically clamp down on you, and then he's gonna try and like thrash you into the side of the wall. Actually, no, he does thrash you into the side of the wall because of the 20.
Natural 20. Yeah.
And I do run it as that's crit damage, so 3 times 2 is you take 6 more damage as he just kind of like is you into the side of the wall there.
You son of a bitch. Shit, I guess it's my turn. How far am I from him now?
You're still within like 5 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna just stand myself up and go towards him. Like, fuck, am I prone?
You're not prone. He just kind of like slammed you
Okay.
Into the side, so you're a bit dazed, but you're still on your feet.
I'm gonna say it's not too late to stop this. You can still help me out.
I assume it doesn't look like he's gonna, so I'm gonna stab him twice again.
All right, roll the hit.
First one I'll take a -5. Fuck, -3 plus 6, 3. First one misses. Second one I'll take a -5 as well. 18 minus 5 is whatever. Why is my brain not working? 13 plus 6, 19.
Okay, so wait, what was the first roll again?
First roll was 3 total to hit.
Okay, that does not hit.
Second one was 19 to hit.
Okay, that one does hit.
And that's 1d4 plus 10. So, no, 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 10 is 16 damage on that one.
Alright, so just from like getting your head slapped in, you miss your first dagger and it's just kind of out stabbing into nothing. But then you do quickly recover to kind of like slash him with your other dagger. It was a very like brutal brawl.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
This is like Punisher or Daredevil levels of like beatdowns.
Yeah.
Alright, so he's gonna roll his attack again. A 19 hits, I assume?
Yeah, huh?
Alright, so yeah, he's going to just kind of like hit you again with the loofah thing.
Oh no.
So that'll be 3 damage. So it's like thwack as he like hits you on the shoulder to try and...
Oh. Alright, listen.
Okay.
What is your health?
This is... I'm at 16 out of 38.
Okay.
Listen. We're not getting anywhere killing each other. You could just help me out. Please, I don't actually need to kill you today.
Alright, I'm gonna... For the sake of story, I'm gonna have you roll a persuasion check.
10.
Just 10 flat?
10 total.
Okay. Alright, it was like... Alright, yeah, he's clearly like bleeding out from all the stab wound. He doesn't actually have bleed damage, but like he's winded from getting stabbed like 6 times. And it was like, alright, let's call a temporary truce, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so yeah, he kind of like he shoves you back and he just kind of slides down on the ground.
I'm gonna like crack my neck because it's all fucked up.
Yeah, if you look, you get a glance at like the loofah thing, and it's like all bent and sideways, and it's like you're both just kind of sitting there winded. He's like covered in blood. It's like
I want to spit out a tooth.
Okay. So, I don't want to kill you particularly. You probably do want to kill me, but you don't have to. And you might die in the process, so how about we just talk this out?
What the fuck do you want?
I've gotten word of smuggling magical items through the sewers of Skalor. I just wanted to know if you knew anything about that.
Brasscale has like some trade thing he's doing out with one of the other lords from the other provinces. I don't know much. I don't know much about it from there.
But you think it could be Brascale, or you think it probably is?
If I had to guess, you know how loudmouth he is. He doesn't shut up for anything.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I have.
What? I'm gonna disregard that. Anyway.
I'm gonna stand up and kind of like hobble to my feet because I'm really like fucked up. Is there a window in this room?
Yes, there is.
Well, I'm sorry about your bath. I realize I really ruined the moment.
Yeah, you look around and there's actually a few lit candles going. Like he was looking to make this like really special for himself. Go fuck you.
Oh, and before I leave, I did knock out some old guy downstairs, so you might want to
get the hell out of my house.
Okay, bye.
I'd leap out the window.
All right, I'm gonna need you to do an acrobatics check with slight disadvantage.
Oh no. Oh god, it's not looking good. The first one was 9. Okay, so 9 plus 6 actually isn't too bad. 15.
Okay, so yeah, like you managed to just like as gracefully as you can with like a few cracked bones, you just like hop out and get on your way.
I imagine like I'd make this leap like this graceful jump down, but he hears as I hit the ground.
Alright, yeah, and then meanwhile Yuga's just like sitting in his like bathroom. He's looking around like all of the cracked walls and all the bloody furniture. Is like, I just fired my cleaning lady.
Roll credit. That's like a sitcom episode. That was a good fight. Oh, shit.
Alright.
Okay. I'm gonna write down in my notes that he's like. Okay, immediately like in the alleyway outside, I'm gonna whip out my notebook again. I'm gonna be like,
Avengers log. Had a run-in with your guy himself. We fucked the shit out of each other. Whoa, no. Wait. Wait. I erased that part. We beat the shit out of each other before coming to an agreement. He says that Brascale may have something to do with the smuggling in the sewers. I suppose my next order of business is to visit him. Avenger out. That was embarrassing. Fuck that shit up.
Anyway, I'm really like messed up. Do I know of like a doctor or anyone in town who might be able to help me at nighttime?
Alright, I'm gonna need you to roll a knowledge check.
What do I add to that? That's 19 plus my intelligence or wisdom. I guess either way, it's 22 or 21.
Wait a minute, is there not like a general knowledge thing? I could have sworn there was a stat for that.
You must be thinking of that's like Pathfinder. I think they had a knowledge.
Which is weird because I never played Pathfinder.
But I don't know. Yeah.
Here, we'll just have it a straight intelligence check.
Yeah. Okay, so it's 22.
All right. So yeah, you kind of like think back to yourself in this general area. You know for a fact that there is a nice informant that is kind of on your payroll, payroll in quotes, but
yes.
he knows how to like. He's helped you out several times across your adventures, particularly when you've had the shit kicked out of you.
And he doesn't take my. He's like the guy that doesn't take my mask off. He just treats me.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, what's his name?
Hermit.
Hermit.
All right,
so go to Hermit's place.
All right, so Hermit doesn't actually have his own set place. He usually just kind of wanders around the district, but you do manage to track him down after about an hour or so of searching.
I just imagine me like holding my side with like blood coming out of my mouth as I like half stealthily hobble around the alleyways, like staring at people. Really.
Yeah, and then you manage to notice him, kind of like just walking down the street, like fully cloaked up with his hood drawn and the faint glow coming from his chest that is familiar to his character.
Okay. Is he like on the side of the street that I'm on, or on like the other side of the street?
Yeah, you're kind of approaching him now. He's walking towards you, and as he gets.
Okay, sorry, you go on.
As he gets closer through the lamplight kind of shines under his hood a little bit, and you see the large dangling metallic beard that he has, and you see his Warforged hands kind of like swaying in and out of his cloak as he walks. And he kind of peeks out from his cloak, and you see his two glowing camera lens eyes as he says, "Hello, Ennis."
Hermit. What? Fuck. Wait, what?
Oh, sorry.
Don't say that. There's people around. Don't say that shit. Sure.
What happened to you?
I had to run in with your guile. You can fuck. That's not his name. I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Giles.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard of him. He's a crime lord. You know, dealing with him all the time.
Yes, and it seems this time he actually got a few licks into you.
Yeah, but you should see the other guy, if you know what I mean.
Of course. Here, step into this secluded alleyway.
Oh, please.
Alright, so the hermit kind of walks you back into the alleyway, and we're gonna consider this a short rest, okay?
Oh, so I can use my hit dice.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Lord.
And so like he has you propped up on like an old dumpster or like an old garbage crate with a lid propped on it, and he's just kind of slowly mending your wounds with some sort of magic.
I'm gonna use 3 of my hit dice.
Okay.
Did that heal me at all? Oh, I did manually rolled. Oh fuck! I guess I gotta find my D8 now. Hold up.
You might as well just grab your entire set of dice.
Yeah, I really should. Okay, D8. Which is the D8? This is the D12. D8's like a weird looking one, I feel like.
Doing this voice really hurts my head.
How's your throat feel?
Even worse. What the fuck? This is a D8. Okay. So I heal 3 plus 2, so 5 plus 4 is 9 plus 9 is 18. I get 18 health back, which I don't think brings me to full, but it brings me pretty close.
All right. Well, what is your health at now?
34 out of 38.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and bring you up to 36 because the hermit is helping you heal.
Oh, thank you. I feel so much better, Doctor.
You know I'm not a doctor. All right. All right. So as he's sort of finishing up patching you up, the hermit kind of like adjusts like his right bronze monocle, and it sort of like scans a light across your body here, just to like make sure all of the wounds are properly healed up, at least as healed up as he can get them.
Okay, I feel great. You're strangely efficient, and I guess it's maybe because you're made of metal.
I do like to research things as thoroughly as I can.
You're always very ominous as well. I've noticed that. Every time I meet you, you're very ominous.
Well, you know more so than anyone else that I'm not from this land. And he kind of like starts walking back towards the at entrance of the alleyway. Do try not to get yourself killed tonight, because I probably won't be here in the morning. And he just kind of like starts walking away.
I don't know if I'll ever understand that guy. Anyway, I suppose I better go to Brass Scales now.
I go to Brass Scales now.
All right.
Wait, it's pretty close. Is it closer now or farther away?
I'm gonna say, for the sake of time, because we've been going for like an hour and a half, you get there without an incident, and you find yourself at Brascale's, what he calls a palace, but what it is a refurbished warehouse that he just added on a bunch of structures into, and it's just constant parties. Think Great Gatsby levels of events going on, of people coming and going.
Is there a party on right now?
Yes, but it's a quieter party. It's like it's more of a mingling type of thing, of like everyone just sort of like cheering and stuff. They're playing like more somber music and stuff like that. You can tell this is a party more for business than it is for celebration.
Okay. Can I sneak up and get like I assume I'm on the outside. I want to look through a window maybe and look into the venue and see if I can, I don't know, see any like waiters or like servants or anything.
All right. That actually you can see. So the party's not only in the warehouse; it's also in the main street. Like it's a pretty expansive one, and you actually notice several sort of like waiters kind of going around, holding in. Holding like trays of food and like extra goblets of wine and water and stuff like that, and they're just kind of mingling about all throughout the crowd.
Okay. First off, can I get a look at this crowd? How many people is there? Is it a lot?
There is over 100 people just in the street.
Shit, okay. Okay, so... Okay, second off... I assume I know what Bresco looks like.
Yes.
And I probably don't see him out here, do I?
Definitely not.
Okay. 100 people, and they all look rich, and they all look mingling and businessy,
yeah,
right?
for like middle upper class nobility.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna scope out. I'm gonna track the waiters, or like the servants, and see if there's ever a moment where one of them sort of leaves the most of the group. You know, like kind of gets away from the crowd, maybe to, I don't know, refill or whatever.
Right. You see several different staging areas on the far ends of the building where they just take extra dishes and put them in like little carts and stuff like that to again taken around the building towards the back.
Okay, I'm gonna hide in the bushes next to one of these carts.
Okay. With the amount of people, it's actually surprisingly easy to kind of like draw your hood up and just kind of casually swim about the crowd until you eventually get close enough to one of the carts.
Do I ever see a servant go into the warehouse?
Not through the main entrance. Yeah, you notice that the servants are kind of like, they seem to be ordered to just reserve the main entrance for guests, whereas like they're using like they're going around the building towards back entrances that are kind of walled off.
Okay.
Fenced off, I should say.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm gonna wait around the cart hidden until I see one of the servants fill it up and begin to like move it around the side of the house.
Alright, I'm gonna need you to roll a stealth check.
That's what I do.
Wait, did I put all my dice away? What the hell's wrong with me? I think I was sitting here like messing with my bag. I just put them all away. Don't do that. Okay.
Oh. 13.
Alright, so yeah, like with all the commotion in the street now, it's pretty easy to just kind of like hunker down slightly out of sight in like a bush and behind a barrel. Like it takes about like 10 minutes for the car to be full, completely full, and one waiter just sort of like takes it and is like pushing it out, and he's sort of like, you notice that he's actually whispering into a small stone, and unfortunately you cannot hear what he's saying, but he kind of whispers it as he's walking away now.
Okay, I'm gonna stealthily follow behind him.
All right, I'm gonna let you use the same stealth check that you used before, so you're golden right now.
Okay, I'm gonna like get. So if he's going around the side of the building, I'm gonna get just to when both of us are out of sight from the main crowd.
Okay. And I'm gonna say about now is when you guys are out of sight, and he is stopped talking into the stone.
And what's ahead of me? Just a path that leads, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a path that leads to a door that has a ramp on the side for what you presume is the carts to be rolled into.
One moment.
Okay.
Sorry, my cat just opened my door. Like he opened it. I don't know how. Anyway.
Adorable.
I'm gonna. Okay, now that we're out of sight, I'm gonna sneak up behind him. I'm gonna put my hand around his throat. And I'm gonna try to, or my arm around his throat. I'm gonna try to knock him out. By knock him out, I mean like the Metal Gear Solid way of knocking him out, where you
just slowly choke him out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you roll. In my mind, this would be a strength check, but I feel like that would snap his neck.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. It's yours.
Here, we'll have you roll a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
16.
All right, so yeah, you do that. It's like you get up right behind him.
Oh,
he's like,
I think since this is technically both things, a sneak attack and like a assassination, because he hasn't taken an attack yet. So what do I get? I think I get advantage. I don't know if I need to take that.
I mean, I don't think you do because it was already a success.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to do anything else? Because I'll allow you to add more flavor to it.
I just want to. Basically, I'm just trying to like Metal Gear Solid 5 him. I'm gonna grab him by the throat and like choke him out, and then pull his body into the bush.
Okay, so yeah, you do that. It's like, and just like, and he just like slowly peters out, and he just kind of like into a bush.
Oh damn it! If I really did, I would have been like, "Where are your friends?" That's what he says in Metal Gear Solid 5. I should have asked him. Anyway, he's unconscious now.
Yeah, he's unconscious and in a bush.
Shit, I should have asked him. Never mind.
Now I'm gonna take his clothes and put them on me. I'm gonna hitman this shit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna leave my outfit folded up in the bush to get later.
Okay, in the same bush as the unconscious guy.
Oh yes, and I'm also gonna take my 50 feet of rope to tie him up and gag his mouth so he can't make a noise.
Okay, so you do all that, and yeah, you button up the waiter outfit, and you kind of get all nice and dressed. Are you still wearing your mask?
No.
Okay.
I put it in my pocket so I can put it on later.
Okay, so yeah, so for all intents and purposes, you're
I'm just a waiter.
Yeah, you're just a waiter. All right then. So yeah, you're now disguised.
All right, I'm gonna pop right back out the bush and continue on with the cart as if I were the one pushing it the whole time.
All right.
I'm gonna go towards that ramp.
All right. So you get to the ramp and you just kind of right about when you're almost to the ramp, you see another fresh cart is being pushed out by the same waiter, or not the same waiter, a different waiter. This isn't a clone high situation, but yeah, it's just it's another sort of human waiter, and he just kind of like nods to you. He looks very tired and ready for the night to be done, but yeah, he's just pushing a fresh cart out to the area there.
Night shift. Night shift. Am I right?
Yeah. Luckily, we get paid well.
Yep.
Keep going.
Yeah, you're just parting ways. Like he's not making any attempt to shoot the shit any further. So anyway, yeah, you find that the ramp leads into a kitchen area that's like pretty well busy. Like there's a bunch of people making food, and like just preparing trays of hors d'oeuvres that are being constantly rotated in and out through a door on the far side of the building. And you notice there's like a staging area for dishes right on the when you first come in through that door.
Okay. And that's where it looks like I would probably push the cart up to, right?
Yeah, push the cart, and do you do that then?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up there. Is there anyone else in this kitchen?
Oh yeah, there's like a dozen people just all going back and forth. Someone, in fact, actually just takes the cart from you and then just kind of hands you a new one, and then just kind of waves you off.
Before that person leaves, I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna. Sorry, I had something in my throat. I gotta run into the bathroom really quickly. Can you get someone else to handle this?
Fuck, I'm just the dishwasher. You gotta talk to the foreman.
Oh, son of a bitch. Where's the foreman at?
Last I saw, he was talking to the cook on the far side of the kitchen.
Fucking hell. Okay, I walk up to the foreman. I guess, like, can I identify the foreman, or are they all wearing chef outfits that look the same?
Alright, so yeah, you notice, like, one guy wearing the big tote chef outfit, and he's just kind of, like, they were both talking about, like, different hors d'oeuvres and stuff like that.
Classic. Hey, I gotta hit the bathroom. Someone else take this cart for me?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll get Tommy on that.
Awesome, thanks.
Just don't take too long. And wash your hands.
You know me, I always do. I slip out of the room really quickly so he doesn't have any time to retort.
Yeah, no, like he's barely paying attention to you. They have like too much shit to actually go through.
Alright. So there's a door that leads out of this kitchen inside the building, right?
Yes, and so you go through that door and you see like the main part of the warehouse has like a large like sort of dance room area where a lot of people are like, you know, they're just kind of like swaying and chatting to the music. Around the far side you see several makeshift scaffolding balconies that kind of just go raise up towards the ceiling of the balcony, and like people are coming up and down there. They're also talking and stuff like that. You get the sense of like a grand nightclub. Nice. And then very noticeably you see a very fat dragonborn with brass-colored scales just sort of like laughing and yucking it up with like several people like cracking jokes, and he's sitting on an entire neatly stacked treasure hoard.
Oh man. I guess I didn't really think my plan out until this point. Okay, looking around, do I see I'm looking for like a platter that I could grab and pretend to use to walk around and talk to people.
That would have been back in the kitchen.
So there's no platter out here.
There's no platters that are just off to the side. They're all held by other people also serving.
Do I see another waiter though?
Yeah, you see a handful. They're just kind of going back and forth, like offering drinks and stuff like that.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to the one closest to me.
All right, you do?
I'm gonna say, hey, boss told me to give you the night off, so I'll take this from here.
All right, I'm gonna need you to roll a. We'll call that a deception check.
That is 14.
Alright, so are you serious?
14 total, yeah.
No, that's the guy responding. Is like, you serious? Is
Oh.
like, all right, sure. And he hands you the
Yeah,
tray,
man.
and he just kind of like undoes his shirt and kind of walks off.
Hey, enjoy your night.
Yeah, thank you. And he's gone. He's disappeared amongst the crowd.
All right, I'm gonna spend a little bit of time walking around, handing food out to people, but near Brass Scale, and I'm gonna try to listen in on his conversation or like the noble people around him's conversation. You know.
All right, I'm gonna need you to roll. We'll say just a perception check, just to tune your ear to that.
That is 18.
18. Okay, so it's pretty easy to hear Brasscale specifically when he talks, but you are also able to hear what they're talking about. It's like, Mr. Brasscale, I have to wonder how you got so fat. And Brasscale responds, is like, well, simple. I just eat all the gold I have. It's the only source of food I have that actually tastes like something. And he just like yucks at his own like bad joke and stuff like that. It's like, now seriously, folks, I have to say, it is a wonder for you all to come here because we have some very, very big plans coming in. There's this new up-and-coming lord from the north. He's going on a voyage to try and get some very, very choice items to bring back to Scalor here. And I feel like if you want to invest in this little adventure of ours, I can guarantee you almost a 200% profit. It's like, oh, is that so? Is that so? Well, pardon me for not actually wanting to be a part of this without knowing who that lord is, because this could also sound like one of your tall tales. And Brasscale just kind of like smirks with a large, like, toothy crocodilian. He's not a lizard, folks, so this metaphor doesn't work, but he's like a large toothy smile. He's like, oh, come now. Even my bad schemes turn out a great profit, don't you think?
I like this guy's kind of creepy.
Now listen here. I'm not asking for much. 1,000 platinum from each of you, and that'll be enough to secure several things. Well, I'm not really understanding why there's such a high overhead cost. Hazard pay, of course. You've not heard much news coming from the Flayer Sea, have you? The Flayer Sea? Oh, yes. You know what the actual history of that place is? Why it's called the Flayer Sea? Well, it's because of the Mind Flayers. That old legend? Oh, it's not a legend, my friend. There are tombs all throughout those waves, and a few of them have started surfacing for one reason or another. Now, my client here wants to capitalize on that, because all of their magic, all of their technology is dangerous, yes, but it is more powerful than anything we have here. I wouldn't be surprised in the right hands. You might be able to take over Scalor for yourself. Assuming the Court Mage would allow it. And he like opens his jaw wide and he dumps back a large bowl full of wine. And like the others kind of like consider it for a second, and they're just kind of like mingling and talking amongst themselves.
I must say, Zen, that's the best Irish accent you've ever done, and I know you weren't trying to.
Yeah, that was not meant to be Irish whatsoever.
Yeah.
I want it to be like fat, scummy crime lord thing, and it turned into Irish. And it's not going to stay Irish, I want to clarify.
No, because now you know, and it's not going to...
Alright, anyway, so what do you... After hearing all that, what do you want to decide?
I mean, that's all I needed to know, really. I'm gonna... Okay. I'm gonna... How late is it right now in-game?
It is 2:30.
AM.
AM, yes.
Does it look to me like this party's gonna wind down anytime soon?
No. This is very much a nightlife party. Like, all of these people are not going to wake up tomorrow.
And he never said the name of this lord, did he?
Not from the conversation you heard.
Okay. I'm gonna spend the rest of the night serving people, staying near-ish to him if I can, and then just wait for any moment that he leaves and goes off by himself somewhere.
Alright, unfortunately you are waiting there for several hours, basically till the crack of dawn.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm staking this shit out.
Alright, So yeah, it's like after like all of the different lords, a few of them agree, a few of them disagree, but most of the part, Brascale gets what he wants. He gets like several checking scrolls doxed up so that he can actually make sure all the banking information is correct. And then he kind of like stands up from his treasure hoard and just kind of like skates down it with his like big rotund body. And now he's just kind of like, he like makes a big announcement, clapping his hands. Friends, it is now time for you. It's now time for you to leave. I thank you all for coming to my party, and I hope to see you again tomorrow night. And then with that, the waiters just sort of like start packing up all the extra like stuff like that, and they start like they start politely ushering people to the door as like a few more come out with like brooms and stuff to clean up all the garbage and mop up all the spills. Brascale kind of like waddles off to the side there with his big tail dragging behind him, swaying as well.
I'm gonna follow him off.
Okay, and he ascends a staircase up to the top of the you know, makeshift palace and everything into what is his bedroom area.
Okay, so as soon as I'm out of sight from everyone else, right? I'm trying to sort of be stealthy here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna sneak up, but like. I'm gonna wait for him to enter his room and close the door and all that, and then I'm gonna put my mask on. And I'm gonna do a quick check in the hallway to make sure there's no guards.
All right. So far there are no guards coming up, and Brascale is like, you don't hear a lot of noise, but you do hear the sound of like a heavy creaking, which you can surmise is him just kind of walking back and forth in his room.
Okay. Alright, my mask's on. I'm just gonna open the door again and walk in.
Alright,
Scale.
And you see he's kind of just sitting there smoking a pipe. Is like, ah, Avenger, hello, it's good to see you.
Great party, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know you were in attendance. You should have came by and said hi.
Well,
He takes a huge drag of his pipe and then just billows out smoke and embers. Come, sit down. It's a great view here.
Business anyway, yeah. It's a beautiful place. Anyway, I'm not really here to chit-chat, so if you could help me out quickly, I would really appreciate it, because it's late and I really need to go to bed.
Well, quid pro quo, my young vigilante. What do you have for me?
Well, first, let me request of you what I need, and we can decide the payment later.
Parley away.
Alright. All you need to tell me is the name of the lord who's selling items out of the Flare Sea.
Oh, is that all?
That's all I want to know.
Well then, you really should have attended my party as a guest, instead of sneaking in. What is your stake in this? I know mine, and I doubt you want to know that information without paying me.
Well, I don't...
You feel the hot, embery breath go onto your face.
So it's getting hot in here. Anyway, I'm more or less looking into a matter of interest to me regarding the smuggling of said magical items through the sewers.
Also, one second. Did you say through the sewers, or did I make that up?
You definitely made that up.
Okay.
I just have.
Well, I'm running with it.
Yeah, it's like Valis said that like they found several trades of people sneaking in unknown magical and tools and weapons, but they were not necessarily found through the sewer system.
I'm just making shit up now.
So
anyway,
do you
that's what I'm looking for.
Do you honestly think me and my legitimate businesses would stoop so low as to drag perfectly good wares through the gutters like that?
Well, maybe not through the sewers themselves. Maybe that is a detail that simply came to my mind from nowhere. But regardless, I do believe you have some kind of dealings with this guy.
But of course, that's what this party was for.
Mm-hmm. That's all. I just want to know his name. I'll leave you out of it.
Alright, I'm gonna have you roll a persuasion check.
14.
The man's name is Lord Barrett.
Oh, shit. Name drop.
And I have to say, if you do plan to disrupt that trade, just know that he's a lot bigger than any of the lords you've ever fought before in this city. Would you like a drink, my friend? He kind of like stands up and you hear a loud creaking as the chair under him just kind of like breathes a sigh of relief, and he walks over to a whiskey stand.
I'm on the job tonight, sorry.
Oh, are you sure? I noticed a few bruises on your cheek. Had a run-in with someone?
Yeah, I'm sure you know Jurgen Isles. I'm sure you've had dealings with that motherfucker before.
Oh, that tall bronze bastard. How is he doing?
Well, he was doing okay before I showed up at his house and stabbed him 6 or 7 times while he was in the bathtub.
He's not dead, is he?
Nah.
Good, he still owes me money.
Yeah, don't worry. We parted ways, just say mutually.
Well, I suppose if that's all you need, you can be on your way. I noticed that when you like jumping out of windows, so that one I left unlocked.
Ah, you're so very kind. Enjoy the rest of your night, brass scale.
And you have a good morning, Avenger.
I'm gonna leap down the balcony then and make my escape.
Okay.
Wait.
I'm gonna go back around to the bush and get my clothes back.
Okay, that's good. Okay. All right, so yeah, me as the same sort of like pre-cutscene thing. Yeah, Brascale just kind of like leans out towards the window and watches you as you scurry around the corner out of his sight. There's nothing in this pipe. And then he just walks away. Okay.
All right. Is that it then, or is there other stuff going on?
So basically, you don't really have time to investigate Minos or Bafanin, and it being so early in the morning, your basically only choice is to head back to, you know, the guard's house.
I'm gonna head there, yeah. But I'm gonna be sneaky about it as always.
Okay, go ahead and add your own little flavor for how you get back to the house.
Before I do, I just think it's funny that I'm stealthy around the guards. I like sneak up on him to talk to him, but then I like just bust into the rooms of like the crime lords to like talk with them.
I mean, you gotta understand that most of the time, the premise I want to show with these guys is that you've had a long history with them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's why I liked Brascale welcoming me in like that. All right, I'm gonna make my way to the alleyway or to the guard's house. This time on the streets, sort of blending in with probably the not crowd because there's probably no crowd, so mostly probably hiding in the alleyways and stuff.
Yeah, so basically it gets to by the time you get back to the house, the guardsman's house, it is now just before the dawn of the new day.
Okay,
so it's in that weird twilight just before the sun rises.
Is there an office that I would know of that the captain would usually reside in?
I'm gonna have you roll a perception check right now.
Okay, 19, 20. 8 plus 5 is 23. Or no, 13, not 23.
23, you said?
13, not 23.
Okay, well that's still good enough. You notice, like, sitting on top of the rooftop, just kind of looking at the horizon is Valis.
This motherfucker's stealing my forte. Anyway,
I'm gonna crawl up. I'm gonna stealthily climb up behind him.
Alright, roll stealth. Roll stealth and acrobatics.
So, this is stealth is 18 plus 9. I assume a 27 is good. And acrobatics is 17 plus 6.
Okay,
so 23.
Yeah, shimmy up the pipe, no good, and he doesn't actually notice you at all.
All right, I'm standing right behind him. I'm gonna say, let me think of what I'm gonna say first, because it could be good. This is real time. I'm standing there, like trying to think of what I'm gonna say.
yeah, he's not even looking in your direction. He's just kind of waiting for the sun to show up.
Got details on the case you wanted.
He jumps slightly, but it's not as big a reaction as you were expecting. And he goes like, "Oh, you have? What did you find out?"
Well, seems to me like some big lord from the north is smuggling items from the Flare Sea. Magical items, as you said.
What was the name of this lord?
Lord Barrett.
Barrett.
You've heard of him?
No, I haven't, but it'll be a name worth looking up when I get there.
Brass Scale tipped me off, told me he was bigger than any of the guys I've dealt with before, whatever that means.
I imagine being a transcontinental lord, that comes with the territory.
Regardless, I think I've expertly executed this assignment you had for me.
And I thank you. I thank you for all the help you've given me. And he reaches out to shake your hand.
I'll shake his hand.
So as you reach out for to shake his hand, his palm turns forward slightly, and a large flash of light blinds you for a hot second, right before a piercing pain goes through your gut, followed by a burning, creeping sensation that goes through your entire body.
Oh, fuck.
And as you sort of like fall back, the edges of reality start to like fade and creep in and tear as the visage of Valus Aurelius just sort of starts blackening into this ooze-like shape. And as like you see two large horns sprout up from his head.
Oh shit.
And you're now tumbling backwards through a glass-like mirror void.
Holy god.
All while this like small tether sort of forms from your body, reaching out towards an infinite nothingness. You're now free falling.
Is it just a void?
You're free falling through a void scattered with star-like shattered glass.
Well,
And
this
the dog,
is not
and
how I thought I
there are
was
still
gonna die.
dogs barking.
My dog got sucked into. No. I'm just gonna look around. I don't think I'm gonna be. I feel like there's nothing around me, but I'm gonna look around anyway.
All right, so yeah, you're looking around. You see like flashes of glass, sort of like showing either your reflection or different. My computer shut down. Oh no.
No.
no, reality's breaking in real life.
Oh my god.
No, but the fades of glass that are sort of like breaking and scattering and transforming around you show different time periods of your life. Like you see yourself as a young child, you see yourself with your parents, you see yourself donning your mask for the first time, and you see yourself having that pleasant conversation with Rascale. All manner of different parts of your life are just basically slowly shattering and fracturing in front of you. And there's also still that line of thread that is just like spindling out from your body, and it's just kind of like dangling while you free fall in front of you.
I guess I reach out to the thread.
All right, so you can touch the thread. It is a tangible thing for you.
Okay, I'm gonna grab it.
All right, you grab it. What do you do next?
I'm gonna just pull myself up, I guess, or pull on it, I suppose, since I'm free falling.
All right, so you grab it, and the second you tug on it, you just feel this huge thing of whiplash rip through your body. It's like whack, and you're just now dangling there in the middle of a void.
I got Gwen Stacy.
Now, luckily you didn't like break any bones or anything. You just felt like that. You just felt the shock of that radiate through your soul.
Oh. Why the fuck does this shit always have to happen to me? This is like the second time I've been trapped in a void. Okay.
Clarify real quick. Why do you say the second time?
Do you remember Francis?
All right, go ahead and roll a wisdom check real quick.
Oh no, this is gonna fuck me up. I rolled a natural 1.
You rolled a natural 1.
For a total of 3.
Roll with advantage.
Okay. Okay, 15, so 17, 18, 19. No, 18 total. My bad. Not how you count. 18.
Okay, so you rolled an 18.
Yeah.
All right. So as soon as you say that, more memories start flooding back to you as like the prisms and the glass shards start reforming, and you actually remember an aging sorcerer named Francis.
Francis.
And then like, and as slowly as you start to recall that, you start recalling like the original captain of the guard sending you away from Scalor for a little bit and sending you off into the woods in a place called Servadae.
I do remember that.
All
that
right.
wasn't that long ago. What?
Yeah.
Shit.
All right. Now, as those memories are starting to like flood and creep back into you, what do you do next?
So right now I'm just dangling here, right?
Yeah, you're just dangling as like these prism glasses are now forming back around you. There's still quite a bit of empty void there.
This might be foolish of me. I'm gonna try to climb up. I'm gonna rope climb the thread.
Alright, so yeah, you're just kind of like slow. You're just like pulling yourself and dragging.
Oh god.
Dragging your way up the thread and
like.
Sorry, go on.
I just said I imagine getting rope burn, but it's like tiny and thin. It's probably just cutting through my hand.
Yeah, yeah. You don't feel any like cutting or anything. It's a solid piece of thread.
Okay.
So yeah, you're just like slowly grabbing onto it and pulling forward, and with each grip, more of the thread just sort of bolsters and wicks through your hand like fire. It doesn't hurt or anything. And looking down, you notice that the more you pull yourself up, the less slack there is. So it's not actually like looping down below you, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're literally just hoisting yourself up through the void.
Got it. Yeah, okay.
Alright, would you like to roll another wisdom check?
Yeah. Fuck me and these fucking rolls. I rolled another 1.
Roll with advantage.
Thank you. There we go. 14 total.
Alright, so yeah, more of your memories go and talk about it, and you actually you recall the name Baphonim, and you realize you knew that person in life, and that person died.
Oh my god, what? All my notes are a lie! Because I was writing down notes this time, and they're all...
Right. Yeah, and you remember he was actually specifically a crime lord that was killed by Brasscale Carter.
Not... Okay, killed by... Oh, shit. Okay, I keep climbing.
Alright, you keep climbing? Alright, so
It's all coming back to me.
Alright, so yeah, now as you climb higher and higher, there's more of this like white light that just sort of starts as a little pinpoint star that slowly ebbs out as you climb closer and closer to it. And as you're sort of climbing through, you start to hear noises from behind you.
Oh shit, I look down, what is coming after me?
You look down, and just through the darkness of the void, you see a swirling pool of monsters as they slowly start coming towards you and rising up.
Keep climbing really fast.
Right,
climbing fast.
I'll let you roll an acrobatics check to climb faster.
15 plus 6, 21.
All right, yeah. So you speed up, and all the, and you notice like as the monsters climb closer to you, they're clawing into the memories and trying to like hoist themselves up along the wall to you as well. You're getting closer and closer to this blinding white light. It's to the point where like you can just barely see anything around you. The light is so blinding. And I'm gonna need you to roll one more wisdom check.
Fuck.
With advantage.
Slightly better. It's a 9.
A 9? Okay, so yeah, you are now completely blind. You can't see anything. You're starting to go numb in your hands and everything, so you don't even know if you're still grabbing onto the rope. You're just trying to like trick your brain into like, gotta keep climbing. All of a sudden you feel a rush of heat and everything, and it feels like your hands are wading through pudding. And all of a sudden your like mouth opens and you feel liquid go down into your mouth. And I'm gonna need, and we'll have you roll a Constitution check.
A 7 plus 2 is 9.
With advantage.
My rolls suck ass all the time.
It's funny because like I really wanted you to pass these rolls.
Right, 14 total for this.
Okay, so yeah, you open your eyes and like you see a flash of light. You were in a glass cylinder that's like lined with a porcelain tub behind you, and you're now just like flailing inside the tub.
I'm in a giant bathtub.
Wait, a normal sized bathtub?
Yeah, with like a glass dome over the top.
What the hell?
Am I able to breathe now? Like,
no, you're not. You were completely engulfed in liquid.
Oh! I'm just in a dome of water?
Yes, and like through the dome, you actually notice a lot of people are like struggling to get the dome open, and like they're just like wavy, distorted figures of not anyone you recognize currently.
Let me out! Let me out!
I'm gonna swim out of the bathtub and start banging on the side.
Alright.
I don't see any other possible exit, do I?
No, it's like coffin sized.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I hate that.
Alright, I'm gonna have you roll a strength check.
14 total.
Alright, so yeah, you managed to, like, crack the glass and punch straight through it. And it's like... And you're now, like, flailing, trying to pull yourself out of the tube. Meanwhile, the others are pulling you out as well. And yeah, you're now just, like, vomiting up this sort of, like, rosy, thick liquid. And then you see, like, one guy kind of, like, stands up to the side and he says, like, how's that for healing juices? And he kind of sits down and, like, starts scribbling in his notes. And then the other guy is still just kind of like, alright, ignore him, he's an asshole. And he, like, stands you up and, like, brings you over to a chair and, like, hands you a towel to, like, wipe your face off.
What's going on?
Alright, so you're in Survey right now. Do you remember Survey?
Do I?
Yes, because of all those wisdom checks you did.
Yeah, Survey. I do remember. This is where we were gonna do that job with the thing underwater.
Alright, that's been taken care of, alright? That's been taken care of, alright?
Oh, thank God.
Okay, my name is Tuttle, okay? Now...
Tuttle? I'm sorry. Great to meet you.
It's Jonathan Tuttle. You can call me John, okay? Alright?
Okay.
So, we just kind of need to know what happened to you, alright? Because we found you we found you underwater, half dead, with a huge hole in your chest.
Oh fuck! Wait, I died, didn't I?
Listen. There was something in there trying to keep you alive. I'll spare more details as soon as you tell me exactly what you remember.
Oh. Well, let me think. I was with these guys. Francis is a human sorcerer, great friend of mine. I think he was lobotomized by some magical thing, and I think he's dead now, unfortunately. Very sad.
John kind of looks over at his colleague and then kind of looks back at you. Okay, and there was a third person with you, or sorry, there was a second person with you, okay?
Yeah, he's a little halfling motherfucker. He left us to die.
Okay, that checks out. Alright, now do you remember how you managed to get hurt at all? Like, what happened down there?
Well, I think last I remember I was charging into this giant doorway to fight some ungodly beast, and I don't really remember anything after that.
Okay.
Maybe there's a minotaur.
Okay.
But I might have made that up, because there was a minotaur earlier in the story and it was on the wall. Part of the puzzle to get down there. Yeah.
Okay.
My brain's a little bit fried.
Okay, so after Levi got back, he reported back to the situation, and we sent a few more teams down there to try and look for you. And we found you and a large pile of shattered bones and stuff like that. Do you think that was the Minotaur?
Oh. Yes, I do. I think I single-handedly eviscerated the beast.
Okay. Now, there was also... Brace yourself. There was also maybe something drilling into the back of your skull. We removed it.
What?
we removed it, and we tried some tricky procedures using healing potions, but you should be fine. Just let me know if you have any numbness anywhere about your body.
Wait. What was drilling into my skull? Was it a creature?
It was like a weird... It was a brain thing. Don't worry about it. Like, that's not important.
Brain thing.
Alright, look. Alright, we just need to know, like, how do you feel? Are you okay?
Well, okay is a weird word to use in this situation, but, overall, I guess I feel alright.
Okay. Now, there's another important bit, okay? We never found Francis's body down there.
You didn't?
No, not at all. We've never found it. So, can you tell us exactly what happened to him? You said he was lobotomized, okay? Like
yeah,
that.
he got his brain removed. Wait, no, his brain was still in his skull. But, like, he got, like, all of his, like, brain functions wiped by some creepy room. That's
okay.
all. And then I found his body, and I took it out, and I put it on a table, I thought. There was, like, a big table.
Okay. There was a few tables outside of the room where we found you. Is that where you put it?
Yeah, it was on one of those tables, for sure. Because I was like, I want to do this for Francis. And then I went in there.
Okay. Alright, and then, like, Tuttle stands up and looks over to Vardok, the captain of the guards of, Survey.
Oh, Vardok. I recognize you. Remember me?
Yes, I do. It's... Alright. So, I'm gonna I'm gonna tell you right now, you have been in that tank for 3 weeks now. Okay?
What?
3 weeks have passed. All right. Now,
I've been drowning for 3 weeks. How?
yes. Look, I don't know. The apothecary and the surgeon there handled most of it. We can't have any more casualties. Okay? And you've done more than your fair share of service here on Server Day, so I'm gonna send you home. Okay? And you have all of like. You have all of 100,000 gold to spend, all right?
Oh,
So,
I do?
yes, that's all the compensation that we can afford to give you for your service, all right?
Well, I'll say I appreciate it.
Okay. Now you can rest up in the tavern for a little while, and then we're gonna send a cart back home for you, all right?
Well, this is awfully kind of you, Vardok.
And Varda kind of stands and kind of goes towards the door. You just rest up easy now, okay?
All right. I have this sneaking suspicion that I'm gonna get black mirrored or some shit. I don't know why. I just don't trust my surroundings right now.
All right. Tuttle kind of looks over, is like, "The hell is Black Mirror?"
Oh, it's a puppet show. You probably haven't seen it. Anyway, I suppose we better go back to town, right, John?
Suppose so. Do you need help getting over there? I figure your legs might still be shaky.
Yeah, I'd be.
Finn?
Can you not hear me?
You're
Am I chipmunk mode?
yeah, well, it went into chipmunk mode for a brief second.
Is it good now?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, that'd be really funny to be talking in my deep voice with the chipmunk filter.
All right, so
Okay.
so yeah, John helps you up and kind of leads you out in toward the inn area. And that's kind of like where this session will end currently, because that's the end of it.
Oh, okay. Wow, that was something. That was really fun. That was done so well. I really enjoyed that.
Any like major questions?
Major questions.
I guess like stuff that you want. And oh, by the way, all of the items you collected, those don't exist.
Great. So I don't have 25,000 marbles in my pockets. Let me delete these.
Yeah, go ahead and delete all the items you collected. You still get the gold that I gave you.
100,000 gold.
Yes, you still get the gold from the adventure.
Do I still have a cask of wine from the year 3?
If you,
I
I don't
I
think.
got that from the first one. So
Yeah, I'll say you still have that.
I'm actually balling right now. I'm over my carrying capacity because I have 2,000 pounds of gold on me. I don't know why I have that on.
This is D&D. We ignore carrying capacity.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wait. What did the captain of the guard say that the new fake captain of the guard say their name was again?
Valus Aurelius.
Okay. Now that I'm back in the normal real world, do I everyone else in the story I knew, right? Like I knew who. Now that I'm in real life and alive again, I know that Eugenaus does exist, and the Brass Scale Senior does exist.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so
and those are people I'm dealing with.
Yeah, Lord Yuga, Lord Minos, Lord Carter Brascale from Scalor all exist. Bophanim did exist, but he died.
Okay, Bophanim, and he was a lord as well.
No,
or
he was
he a guy?
He was not a lord, he was a gambler.
Oh, just some fucking gambler. That adds up. Let me think. I guess that's all. Yeah, that was great. That was really fun.
Okay. So yeah, if there aren't any major questions, then I want to thank you for indulging this and giving me a nice refresher on the rules.
No, and that was run really well. I love the fight with what's his name with Eugenaus was great, and also I really liked infiltrating the Brass Scale Palace. That was awesome.
Yeah, so thank you, and I'm just gonna make up something for the audience here. And thus ends this mysterious adventure of the Midnight Avenger. I'd like to thank you all for watching and listening, and I hope to see you again when we explore the Flayer's Sea. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
I don't know if you're recording my voice, but I just
I would hope I'm recording your voice, because otherwise I'm gonna
Oh no!
I'm gonna
wait,
fucking
you checked, right? You
I'm gonna
checked, right?
fucking snap my own neck if I didn't record your voice.